It's absolutely untrue to say that youth of this age are more apathetic than other generations. To say that is to sort of marginalize this group of people who are a powerful emerging force in the world and a powerful force for positive change. I'm Asa Needle and I work with the Toxic Soil Busters in Worcester, Massachusetts. Worcester is a small post-industrial city that's been passed over by a lot of economic currents. When there was a new wave of immigrant labor in the industrial boom, there was a whole bunch of cheap housing set up, and that housing was painted with lead paint. Lead paint is cheaper and it's built to last, and that's why it was used for almost a century. And now, even when it was outlawed in the 1970s, we have to live with the consequences of this long-lasting poisonous paint. Lead is toxic to everybody, but it's especially horrific to children. It attacks their internal organs and stunts their growth. It can attack their bones as well as their brain. You cannot even know that you have lead paint in your soil. It's all over the city, in the nice neighborhoods as well as in the poor neighborhoods. Toxic Soil Busters started when a group of youth and adults came together around the issue of lead soil in Worcester. We try to spread the word as wide as possible that you can give us a call and we'll just show up anywhere in Worcester and we'll do the lead soil test free of charge. I think we should test this soil separate from this soil because of the separate drip lines here and here.
Yeah, it completely makes sense. Yeah, totally.
And after we send that to a lab and it comes back, we put it in a spreadsheet. After that, we call them back with the test results and set up a SketchUp where we send a proposal of what we want to do in the house. We can ask if they're interested in doing remediation, such as bringing in a new layer of soil with a layer of landscaping fabric. Often, if you can't get the lead out of the soil, you have to simply put a Band-Aid over it to reduce the accessibility it has to humans. In the case of this particular homeowner, there was a patch of lead soil that she wanted covered up, so we laid down landscaping fabric and covered it with pea stone, as well as a sandbox for her child to play in back. Elsewhere, she wanted to grow plants and vegetables, so we built her a couple of raised beds in the front where she could do that and maybe bring her child out there and do that as well.
It's covering areas that Foster plays in, and he comes in covered in dirt, and so it is a relief to know that we'll be able to be out here with kids and not have to worry about that.
Asa stands out among a lot of the young people I've worked with. Asa has a complex understanding of both the world, environmental degradation in its many forms, and then locally what's going on in the neighborhood. And I think that's really unique about Asa, is that he's able to take that complex understanding and move it into action.
With Toxic Soil Busters, we remediated over 40 yards, helping dozens of children avoid lead soil toxics, as well as outreach to hundreds, maybe thousands of people all over Worcester. You don't know where that's going to go. You say these things, you throw out these stones, and then you don't know where the ripples go. But you hope that there's a chain reaction, that that act of education or that act of making a greater awareness somehow creates a greater world one by one, piece by piece.